Hey, welcome back to another Lego set review. This is the Technic motorcycle from Lego Technic. This has 163 pieces and it retails for $13. It's not too bad. It is a Technic set. Now, I'm not a big Technic fan myself, but this is not actually my set. This is my dad's. But I figured it's Lego. Let's give it a review. I also reviewed another one of his sets not too long ago, which is the vintage motorcycle. I'll show it a brief comparison in a little while. But here's the set. It just comes with the bike itself. It costs 13 bucks, has 163 pieces. It's not too bad. And it looks really cool. I can't really speak for the build experience, but what I can speak of is the look of it, the final model. It has a really classic look to it. It does have a good amount of stickers, not too many. I'm fine with Lego stickers. I honestly like putting them on. It's just kind of satisfying to me. Um, but here it is. It's got a nice look to it. First of all, I love the color scheme. It's very like almost vintage in its look, where it's like red with the, dark gray, and you got the light gray with the black, and it looks very retro in a way. Very classic, if you could say. And that helps it look great, it has a nice look to it. It does have one major feature, but first I did want to show off some of these stickers, just if anyone cares. Um, so you've got this right here at the front. That's like a round tile. You've got a sticker for the headlamp, and you got a couple stickers right here for some of these details. You got like a 20, I think that may be a gas cap, I'm not sure. Put some striping on the side. You got a tiny sticker on the back of the seat there. You can see that there. You got 3 stickers on the top of this, hood section, I guess. I'm not a expert on motorcycles, okay? My dad probably could tell you what these things are. I'm just commenting on what the Lego model looks like. Here's this, similar stripe. You got another sticker here. And I think that's all of the stickers. It's not too many. There aren't too many, which is a good sign. I like the way the wheels are looking, I guess. They look very nice. You got this big chunky wheel in the front, and you got this thinner wheel I'm sorry, chunky in the back, thin in the front. So that's what that looks like there. We do have a few moving parts, not too many. You've got this moving exhaust pipe on this side. You got, of course, the steering column, which can move with the handlebars and the main wheel. And the best part of this is easily the chain link system. So you can see there's a chain system here with tons of little links. I bet that was not fun to put together. But anyway, you got this whole section here, and basically when you move this back tire, the chain moves. It's very realistic to what an actual motorcycle would do. And even better than that, it actually does something else. If I can zoom in here, you may notice there are some Technic pins in here. Well, if you move that back wheel, front or back, they start to move, almost like the engine would actually do. It's a little hard to see, I apologize. It's hard to get, it's hard to get that to look perfect. But anyway, that's what that looks like. You can see it's moving up and down. It's very, very cool. And it's very, very cool. You can see a little bit in there how that works. It's like this gear system, and it works really well. But that's it. That's like really it for this. Like, it doesn't do anything spectacular. There's no shooting missiles or, popping out eyeballs or, I don't know, projectiles or, secret compartment. It's just what it looks like, My complaint with this, I don't think my dad shares the same, problem, but you'll notice the seat here looks really nice. I like it. It looks really good. The black, Technic pieces putting together. But there's a problem. It's incredibly loose. Like, if you lift it like this, it's incredibly loose. I'm not sure why or how the designers I don't know how that got through. Like, I guess it doesn't matter. You're not going to be putting anyone on this seat, so it's not going to really matter. But it's weird how this super loose seat design got, past the design board. I don't know how that, I don't know. It just would have been better if it was like stationary, like just sat like this. But I guess it does work like that, since Most people will just have this motorcycle on display and it won't really move, but I don't know if you're playing with this, it kind of flops around. It's kind of bothers me, but it's not that big of a problem. I like the look of it, and I like the stickers. I think my favorite stickers are on the top here, this section. So if I can move that, there you go. So these like really cool, designs of these kind of stickers on the top of it. They just look really cool. Um, but I do want to show a brief comparison to another motorcycle set that I reviewed recently. This is also my dad's set. This is the vintage motorcycle from 2023. I believe this Technic motorcycle came out in 2022. You can see they're pretty similar. I mean, the vintage one is obviously smaller, but you can see the designs are actually very different. The Technic one is a lot more, well, technical, and it's a lot more complicated. It looks a lot more impressive. Whereas the vintage motorcycle is actual mostly Lego pieces. It's very like systemic. If that makes sense. So that one, I honestly prefer the vintage motorcycle. I just think it looks a little bit nicer, and it's not so um. It doesn't have as much holes. It's not as like skeleton looking. But that's just my opinion. I prefer genuine Lego, system based sets than Technic, but my dad loves Technic. He thinks it's a great theme. I could see him getting more sets down the line. This was his first one. I think he had a great time with this one. I think they're both great models. I think this one, the vintage motorcycle, is about 15 bucks. This one's 13. So I think you're probably getting a bigger, better model with this Technic one. But I think this vintage one definitely looks a lot nicer. It just, I don't know. Just depends on what you want, I guess. I do want to compare the closest thing I have to a motorcycle, which is the Tron Legacy Light Cycle from the official set. You can see it's a lot smaller because it's meant for minifigs. Obviously, this Technic set is not. It's just meant for looks. But I just wanted to show a brief, side by side, just to give you an idea. And finally, I wanted to you compare it to a minifig. Obviously, there's no real comparison here because it's not minifig scale. It's just meant to be looked at. But I just wanted to compare. You can put a minifigure on here. It's just going to look ridiculous. So, yeah. But that's it for the Technic motorcycle. I think it's a sweet model. It looks great. I think it helps that it looks mostly finished, and it's got a really cool function where you can see the pistons moving, and you got the actual gear with the, chain link, and it rolls really nicely too. It's got a lot of good, rollability, and it feels nice. You get a lot for your money, I think, with this one. And I think it's pretty sweet. It's a really solid set. Let me know what you think. Do you like Technic? Do you prefer Creator or just Lego System? What are your thoughts on the vintage motorcycle as well? Let me know what you think. And if you guys have this, what are your thoughts on it down below? And until next time, I will see you for the next Lego set review. And until then, play well.